right, I have my blanket there ready and a block. And we're going to be using the block at some point. But first, please find your comfortable position, seated position. Remember always to modify if you need to. That means having some more room for the hips, or if you have knee issues or even ankle problems. This position might be a little bit complicated for some of you. So legs in front, that's the option for you. All right, let's bring the arms out to expand the chest, to open the front of the shoulders, and then slowly place the hands to your thighs or knees. Elbows, instead of having them out, tension on your shoulders, you release the elbows by your rib cage and you lift from the heart center. And please from here, move the chin slightly back and towards the chest. And you can have your eyes closed, or you can have your eyes partially open with the gaze towards the floor. Now let's take a moment here to find ourselves more center and grounding through the breath. As we welcome the air through the nostrils, filling up the lungs, expanding the belly. And as you exhale, we move the air out from the lungs through the throat, through the nostrils, and the belly sinks in. Just be aware of the movement of the breath within the body as you inhale and exhale. Allowing the breath now to become deeper and fuller. So in other words, we're going to slow down the breath by taking the time to make the inhales and exhales a little bit longer than normal, but always without sacrificing the length or the quality of the breath. You want the breath to become longer as you inhale and even longer as you exhale. Slow the breath down, calming the mind down. And that is the true goal of yoga. This is a good moment to engage Ujjayi breathing if you are comfortable with the practice of Ujjayi breath. With the next inhale, please bring the arms out and up, reaching through the fingertips. And exhale, soften shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands. Release the hands towards the floor. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Nice long spine. Exhale, soften shoulders, elbows, everything. Exhale, hands towards the floor. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. One more time. Inhale, reach and extend the spine. Exhale, softening the arms to the side, towards the hips, shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Now we're going to inhale again, reach out and up, nice long spine. Exhale, arms out and towards the floor. Now we'll bring the shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, nice long spine. Exhale, arms out and down. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. One more. Inhale and reach. Exhale, arms out and down. This is the last round. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Bring the hands to the heart center. Inhale to open in cactus arms. Open the chest, guide those shoulders, elbows back, and exhale, hands together. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. One more. Inhale to open. Exhale, hands together in Anjali Mudra. Interlace the fingers and round the spine, straight to the elbows. Elbows in, chin in. Inhale, hands to the heart, neutral spine. Nice inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows, round the spine, chin into the chest. Inhale, hands together. One more. Inhale. Interlace the fingers, exhale, round the spine, belly in, chin in. And bring the hands together, going back to the breath, long and deep, full and relaxed. With the next inhale, float the arms up to the sky, twist to the right, look over to your right shoulder. Inhale, rotate the spine back to center, arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Back to center. Twist to the left. One more each side, rotating the spine from the waist up into a gentle twist, warming up the spine. Inhale, back to center. And exhale to the left. Back through center, release arms out, down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down. Right hand down towards the floor. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and overhead. Flex both elbows, sink through the left hip and move the spine to the right and back through center. Exhale to the right and through center. Exhale to the right, back through center, left hand down. Inhale, right arm goes out and out, reaching through the right side, press with the right hip, and exhale, move the spine to the left and back through center, to the left, back through center, one more, to the left, back through center, release the hand down, shoulders up, back and down. Both hands behind you, feet wider than the hips with the knees bent, and windshield wiper the legs, moving them from side to side. And return to seated position, this time with the sole of the feet together with some room between the heels and the pelvic floor. Knees out, holding from the ankles. Inhale, lift the chin up. And exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, open the throat, lift the chin. And exhale to the heart. And inhale, up and down. One more. Up and down, neutral neck. Take a nice inhale, right ear to right shoulder. And exhale all the way to the left. And inhale to the right, shoulders back and down. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. To the left. Neutral position of the head. Chin parallel to the floor. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, look over to your right shoulder. Inhale all the way to the left. And exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Neutral position of the neck. Inhale, lift the chin up. Rotate the head to the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. Same direction. To the right, to the chest. Inhale, left and up. Just keep moving. One more round, same direction. And then chin. Now we're going to bring the chin up. Exhale to the left and down. Inhale to the right. Exhale, left and down. Now go into the opposite direction. Inhale, left and up, and to the right. Just let do right and left few rounds, and then go into the opposite direction. To the left, down, right, up. Exhale, left, down, right, up, and back through center. Now move the hips, the heels a little bit more away and straighten the elbows, still holding from the ankles. We're going to lift the chest, flatten the spine. Exhale, flex the elbows and lower the chest toward the feet. Inhale, press the hands against the feet to lengthen the spine. Flex the elbow and fall forward. Inhale, straighten and flat back. Exhale, flex and down. One more. Inhale, straighten and flat back. Exhale, flex, round, and draw the belly, the chin in, the belly into the spine, crown of the head pointing towards the feet. And let's stretch the entire length of the back from the neck down to the sacrum, keeping the knees out, relaxing the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, any tension in your shoulders. Release and breathe here. As you feel the opening, the stretch in those muscles and the back line, muscles along the spine, in between the rib cage, all the way down to the back of the hips. With the next inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and back to neutral position. Now, straighten the legs in front of you with the feet slightly separated, hands behind you for support. Lift the chest and flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, and bring the toes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Bend the knees, and let's all find our way to kneeling position. So have your blanket there to protect your kneecaps. And we're going to place the knees under the hips. From here, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the arms out and behind you. Place the top of the hands to the sacrum. Move the hips to the heels and lower the forehead towards the floor or towards the block. Engage the core. Keep the chin in. Lift the head, lift the chest. Kneeling positions, arm overhead. Exhale, arms out, down to the sacrum. Move the hips to the heels. Child's pose as you lower the forehead towards the mat. Engage the core. Lift the head, chest, arms out and up. Exhale, arms out and back. Move the hips to the heels. Relax your chest, forehead towards the mat. One more. Inhale, engage. You come back to standing position. And exhale, release the hands down to your hips, shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, palms towards the floor. Tabletop position. Extend your left leg back, tuck the toes under, press through your left heel. Stretch calf muscle, stretch the Achilles tendon, breathing in and out. Engage the core, pick up the foot, bring the foot highest your left hip and right arm by your right ear. Keep your neck neutral, holding position, breathing in and out. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left knee down. Now extend the right leg back. Tuck the toes under. Press through the right heel. Draw the belly in. And pick up the right foot off the mat. Right heel in line with your right hip. Left arm by your left ear. Neutral neck. Holding position. Working with balance here. Activating the core, the right leg. Breathing in and out, and exhale, left hand down, right knee down. Round the spine like an angry cat. Forearms, elbows down, and release the forehead towards the floor or towards the block. Take a moment. Breathing through the stretch and Balasana, child's pose. And moving back to tabletop position. From here, tucking the toes under, press. Engage the core, lift knee, few inches off the floor. Keep the 90-degree angle with the hips, the knees, and your ankles. Arms are strong, core is super engaged. Breathing in and out. Now take a nice inhale, lift the hips, downward dog, heels towards the floor, shoulders away from your ears. Take a nice inhale, heels up, lower the knees few inches off the floor. Hold and breathe. Keep the 90-degree angle there. Engage those muscles of the back, the belly, your arms working here with strength. Straighten both legs, downward dog. Chin to your chest, shoulders away from your ears. One more time, heels up, lower the knees enough so that you're not touching the floor. You're hovering there into 90-degree angle. Take a nice inhale and deep exhale here as you keep the trunk, all the core muscles super engaged, and then lower the knees towards the mat, top of the feet flat on the mat. Move the hips to the heels, bring the arms with you and relax the arms down by your side, by your legs as you relax shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands. Take a moment. Bring the arms forward and back to tabletop position. So elbows under the shoulders, interlace the fingers, tucking the toes under. Let's come to dolphin pose. Lift the hips, straighten the legs, crown of the head pointing towards the floor, and heels are pointing towards the mat. Working here, lifting the hips. Find the lengthening of the back of the legs, working, strengthening those shoulders. This is an inversion. Your head is below your heart. 2 or 3 or more round of breaths as you keep lifting the hips, flattening the spine. And then slowly lower the knees under the hips, top of the feet, flatten the mat. Separate the palms so the hands are towards the floor. Lift the chest, right hand under the right shoulder, left hand under your left shoulder. And from here, right arm goes under your left shoulder, right side of the shoulder, right side of the fist going down towards the mat. You can wrap your arm behind your back, or you can keep the elbow forearm towards the floor. Working in a twist here. Breathe here, nice and deep. Full and relaxed. Left hand under the left shoulders, gently undo the twist. Tabletop, nice inhale. Exhale, now thread the left arm under your right arm. Left side of the face, left shoulder down. Wrap the arm behind your back, hold and breathe. Right hand down, undo the twist, left hand under your left shoulder. Take a nice inhale, round the spine. Let's move to Balasana. Stretch the spine, elbows out. Make sure your head is not floating in the air. You need support by the floor, your hands, or your block. Lift the head, lift the chest. And just this moment, take the blanket from under your from your mat, and we're going to come into the right side. So from here, forearm is parallel to the front of the mat. Right elbow is right under your shoulders. Both legs are straight. Flex your left knee and cross it over your right leg. Let us work on strengthening core and shoulders and arms. With the next inhale, left arm goes up to the sky. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, lower. Activate those hip muscles to lift and move away from the mat. Exhale to the floor. Inhale up and exhale down. A lot of strength work today. Inhale, exhale, one more. Inhale and exhale. From here, lower the hands down. Bend both knees and then roll over to your belly. From here, legs and feet together. Hands under by your rib cage, forehead towards the mat, chin to your chest. Going into cobra, activating those muscles. Try to use the hands for support, but not too much to lift the spine. You want to activate the muscles to lift the chest away. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Up and down. Inhale, lift and lower. 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down. 1 last. Inhale, lift and all the way down. From here, press the palms against the mat, lift the chest, the pelvis, the hip, bend the knees, child's pose. Release your spine, elbows out, forehead towards the floor or towards the block. Take a moment here as you breathe long and deep. Lift the head, lift the chest. Now we're going to go, in my case, to the left side. So the entire length of the left side of my body is going to go to the floor. Forearm parallel to the end of the mat. Elbow under my left elbow under my left shoulder. Extend both legs. Flex the right knee. Right foot goes in front of your left leg. We're going to work again left side strength of the torso. Inhale, lift hip up. Exhale, sink the hip down. Activate those waist muscles to lift and exhale, lower. Inhale, up and down, up, down. 3 more. Inhale, lift and lower, up, down. 1 more, up and down. Roll over now the belly, and this time keep the elbows out. Make a pillow with your hands. Open the legs wide as your mat, and the feet are in both corners of the front of the mat. So from here, we're going to keep the head down. We're going to keep the torso down. Pressing through the hips and the pelvis. Inhale, lift the legs up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up and down. Inhale, lift and lower. Up and down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, control. Last one. Inhale and release. Hands by your rib cage. Flex the knee. Keep the knees wide. Lift the chest. Move the hips to the heels as you keep the knees down, open into wide stand child's pose. And just breathe here. Relax your spine. Soften your pelvic floor. And moving back to tabletop position. So knees are under the hips, tucking the toes under, pressing to downward dog. Lift the hips, lift the chin to your chest, forehead towards the floor, and heels down. Hold it here. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels down, lengthening the spine and the legs. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower the heels towards the floor. 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, heels down. Walk the hands towards the feet. Let's take a moment here with a nice bending of the spine. Holding the opposite elbow. Stretch the spine. Crown of the head pointing towards the floor. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Hands towards the hips. Activate the core muscles to lift the torso, lift the chest. Standing position, Samastiti. I'm going to come to the opposite side, and we are now in Samastiti with the feet under the hips, equal weight distributed front and back of the feet, picking up from the arches, shoulders back and down. More strengthening work here. Inhale, heels up, heels down. Inhale, heels up and down. Just a few more rounds like this. Strengthening those ankles, calf muscles, the muscles of your feet. Just a few more rounds up and down, testing with the balance. And heels down. Now grab your block, and we're going to place the block in between the inner thighs. We still have the feet wide as the hips. And we're going to bring the hands to the heart center. Pressing the block, we're going to flex the knee, press, and lower into chair. Inhale, straighten as you press the block. Exhale, press the block, flex and move into Ardha Utkatasana. Press the block to strengthening both legs. Activate those inner thighs muscles and hip muscles. Flex and lower. Press and straighten both legs. Exhale, press and keep exhaling as you lower. Press, straighten the legs and standing. Press, bend and lower. Press, straighten and standing. One more. Press, exhale, lower. Press and standing position. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. And exhale, release the hands down towards the hips. Now I'm going to be facing with the block still in between the inner thighs. From here, hands to the heart. Bend the knees and hold it there. Right heel up, press heel down. Press left heel up, press left heel down. Lift the chest, don't lean forward, keep the hips down. Press right heel up, press and lower. Press the block left heel up, press and lower. One more time. Right heel up, press up. Exhale, press down. One last. Press heel up. Press, straighten the legs, arms overhead. Swan dive, fall forward. Relax, remove the block from in between the thighs. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Holding from the opposite elbows, release the spine. Nice breathing. Hands towards the hips, engage the core, lift the head, lift the chest, standing position, shoulders up, back and down. Hands to the heart, let's reconnect back with the breath. And both hands down towards the hips. Now, have your feet wider than your hips. So the feet are slightly turned out. Bend the knees and make sure that your knees are over your ankles, not the heels too close to each other. So from here, bring the arms out to T, shoulders back and down. Activate the core and heels up and hold it there. And go a little bit lower if you can't. Keep the breath flowing, working with balance. Strengthening the legs, the hips, the knees, the ankle, calf muscles. Keep lifting from the chest. Working, go see if you can go a little bit lower. Keep working with the breath, strengthening those legs, working with your balance. Breathing in and out. Couple more rounds. Good job. Heels down, straighten the legs, hands down by the hips, shoulders up, back and down. Right hand down, inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, move the spine to the right. Inhale, back to center, left hand down as you exhale. Inhale, right arm goes out and up. Move the spine to the left. Back through center, right hand down, both shoulders up, back and down. Arms to the side, T position, shoulders back and down. Take a nice inhale. Flex the knee lower, heels up and hold. Breathing in and out. See if you can go a little bit deeper, working at strength and balance again. Please don't hold your breath. Breath control, mind control. Take a nice inhale, lower the heels, straighten the legs, right hand goes down, the spine move to the right. Inhale, right arm up, lower left hand down, spine moves to the left. Back through center, right hand down, both shoulders up, back and down, last round. Arms to T, shoulders back and down, lift the chest, bend the knees, activate the core, activate those muscles of your legs, heels up and hold. Breathing in and out. See if you can go a little bit lower now. Strengthening those legs, the back muscles. You have to keep the muscles of the core super strong here to stay up in this position. Heels down, straighten the legs, hands down. Inhale, right arm goes up and overhead. Move the spine to the left. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm goes out and up. Move the spine to the right. Back through center, shoulders up, back and down. Walk your feet so they are under the hips, hands to the heart center. Let's take the time here to slow down the breath. If your breath all of a sudden feels like it's a little bit short and choppy, you slow it down again. Ujjayi breathing, breath control. And slowly lower the hands down by your hips. Let's come to the back of the mat now with the feet wide as as your hips and arms overhead. Nice long spine. Pull the belly in. Chin to your chest. Exhale, swan dive. Hands towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Walk your hands forward. And from here, have your blanket. So when you bring the knees down, you have support for your kneecaps. So lower the knees down to table and standing in your knees. Stepping forward with your left foot, hands to your left thigh and moving the pelvis forward, elbows by your rib cage, and find that nice opening on the right hip flexor. Crown of the head is pointing towards the sky. You keep moving the pelvis and the hips to the front of your yoga mat. Okay, a little bit more balance and strength here. So stay here and see, keep your right hand to your left knee, flex the right knee, and with your left hand, see if you can grab your right foot to stretch the quad of your right leg. Balance and keep moving the pelvis forward. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can bring the right arm overhead, or you can keep your right hand to your left knee. Or if you need to, you can lower the hand to the mat or to a block. So we'll inhale and then release the right foot down. Both hands either side of your left foot. Tap the toes under, pick up the right knee and high lunge to press through the heel. Hold it there. Nice, easy breathing. Release right knee down. Left knee comes to meet your right knee, standing in both knees. From here now, the right leg goes forward, left knee slightly back, both hands to your right thigh, lift the chest, elbows by your rib cage, and the pelvis are moving to the front of the mat. Shoulders back and down. Neck is neutral, the crown of the head is pointing towards the ceiling, and you're opening now your left iliopsoas. So let's work here, stretching now the left quad and working with balance at the same time. You can keep your left hand to your right knee and then flex. Okay, my right knee is not as flexible as the other one or my left thigh. So you can lift, or if you can grab with your left hand, which I'm going to do instead of twisting and holding with my right hand. This is a modification I'm doing here because I'm not able to do it with my opposite arm. And you can bring the right arm up if you want to challenge yourself. And you release, let go. Both hands either side of your right foot. Pick up the left knee off the mat and press your left heel. Nice flat spine. Keep lengthening through the leg. Exhale, release the left knee down. Right knee comes to meet your left knee, and we all move to child's pose. Elbows down, rounding the spine slightly after that position. You want to give a break to the lumbar spine, to your lower back. And lift the head, lift the chest. Take your blanket away from the mat, but place it on here on the opposite side. So when we go down, we have our neck and head protected. Let's come to the front with the feet wide as your hips, knees bent. Take a moment here, farmer's pose. And lift the chest. Grab your block and place the block in between your inner thigh. We're going to work with modified Navasana, boat pose with a block in between. Arms forward, shoulder height, and palms facing to each other. Shoulder back and down. Lean back, press the block, lift the feet, and hold. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the block. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press the block. Inhale, relax. press the block. Inhale, press. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. Inhale, relax. Press the block. One more. Inhale. Press feet down, hands by your hips. Move the hips closer to your heels. Pressing slowly, lower your spine towards the floor. Make sure you have your neck and head protected by your blanket or towel. And then slide the heels under the knees. Keep the block in between your inner thighs. Arms to the side. Rock your head gently from side to side. Head back through center. So we have now the hands by your heels, feet are parallel, chin into the chest. Press the block and lift into bridge. Press, lower your bridge down. Inhale, press and up. Exhale, press and lower. Inhale, press your block, lift. Press your block, lower your bridge. Press your block and up. Press and lower. Two more. Press and lift. Press and down. One more. Press and up. Press and all the way down. Remove the blocking from between your thighs and up and up, and hands to your knees. Flex the elbow thighs in and thighs away. Into the chest and away. Just keep moving as you release your lower back. And then all the way down towards the floor. Now from here, arms in T, feet off the mat, 90-degree angle. Take a nice inhale and extend the legs up to the sky. Flex the knee, 90-degree angle, straighten the legs forward halfway down. Flex the knee, 90-degree angle, twist to the left, slowly to the left. Engage the core, bring both legs back through center. Exhale, twist to the right, hover. Activate the core, legs back through center. Inhale, straighten the legs up to the sky. Flex the knee, 90-degree angle. Inhale, straighten the legs forward, halfway down. Activate the lower back, the lower abdominal muscles. Flex the knee, 90-degree angle. Take a nice inhale. Twist to the left, slowly in control, hover. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist to the right, hover. Activate the core, back through center. Inhale, legs up to the sky. Flex, flex, 90-degree. Inhale, straighten both legs forward. Bend the knees, 90-degree angle. Take a nice inhale. Twist to the left and hover. Activate back through center. Exhale, twist to the right, in control, engage and hover. Back through center. Lower the feet down towards the mat with the knees bent. Lift the spine into bridge pose. Align your bridge pose and slowly lower it down, 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 down. Keep your right knee bent. Figure 4, left foot on top of your right thigh, holding from the hamstring or the shin. Keep both hips even and breathe through your IT band stretch here. Eyes closed. Nice, easy breathing. And release the right foot down. Let's come to left half happy baby. Bend your left knee and hold from the outside of the foot or outside of the ankle and just breathe here. Keep both his hips even and guide your left knee towards the floor so your left thigh is parallel to your left rib cage. And return the leg back through center. Extend the right leg all the way to the front of the mat. Then lower the left foot above your right knee. So with your right hand outside of your left knee and left arm in T, take a nice inhale and exhale, guide the left knee into twist to the right. Hold and breathe. Slowly and do the twist. Left foot goes down with the left knee bent. Right foot on top of your left thigh, figure four. Holding from the hamstring or the shin. Keep the chin slightly tucked in and breathe through the outside of your right hip. Left foot goes down, half happy baby now. Holding from the outside of your right foot or ankle, guide the thigh parallel to the rib cage on the right side and close your eyes as you breathe through this. And let go. Straighten the left leg to the front of the mat. Place the right foot above your left knee. And then with your left hand outside of your right knee, right arm in T. Inhale. And as you exhale, guide slowly the right knee to the left, holding the twist. And gently undo the twist. Right foot under the right knee, left foot under your left knee. Pick up the pelvis, hips coming to high bridge. Grab your block and then slowly place the block level one on your sacrum, not in your lower back, but your sacrum. Just keep the knees bent here, arms in T position. Relax your inner thighs, your pelvic floor, your quads. This is a restorative bridge. You're resting and breathing here. Then walk your feet together, open the knees out, and the sole of the feet are in touch with each other. This is like a Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose, modified by placing the block in your sacrum. Arms in T. Again, do your best, excuse me, here to relax your inner thighs, your groin, your pelvic floor, your hip muscles. And slowly bring the thighs and knees in, legs up to the sky, and flex and point the feet, moving those ankles, flex and point. Rotating the ankles in one direction, opposite direction. Just relax the feet there. Hold a few more round of breath with the feet up towards the ceiling. You can notice your legs feeling lighter. And flexing both knees, lower the feet down towards the floor, wide as your hips. Lift the pelvis, the hips, take the block from underneath you. Slowly lower the spine down towards the floor and hug yourself. Stretch, stretch, stretch the lumbar back. And if you like, you can rock from side to side if you want to give a massage to the entire length of your torso, the back of your spine, the rib cage. Rocking, rocking here. And slowly return back to neutral position. Lower the feet down. Walk those feet wide as your mat. Arms in T position. Let's move the legs from side to side and a windshield wiper movement. Rocking the head into the opposite direction. And slowly back to center. Straighten both legs to both corners of the mat. Cross your left leg over to your right ankle. Arms overhead, flex the elbows, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Nice inhale here. Let's have a lateral stretch. As we exhale, we'll move the spine to the right. And you drop your left elbow towards the floor. And feel the opening and the stretching of those intercostal muscles on the left side of your rib cage. Deep breathing. And slowly the spine back through center, and do the crossing of your left leg goes to the left corner, right leg goes over to your left ankle. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Nice inhale through the nose, and exhale, the spine moves to the left. Inhale, bring the spine back to neutral, and do the crossing of the legs. Turn both feet out. Adjust your spine so it feels nice and long. Arms are coming somewhere in between your hips and shoulders, making adjustment you need in your shoulders, shoulder blades. Take a nice inhale. Side out. Again. One more. Close your lips. And you are now in your final pose. Welcome now to your Shavasana. I'm going to guide you through a very relaxing state. You're allowing your entire body to come into a deep resting and relaxation mode. And just be aware of the body from head to toes. Notice the sole of the feet, top of the feet, toes, heels, ankles, both shins, the front and the calf muscles, the knees, the front and the back. And from the top of your knees to the sole of the feet, do your best to relax the lower part of both legs. Now the attention goes to the quads, thighs, hamstrings, glutes, both hips, pelvis and pelvic floor, and your lumbar spine, sacrum, and the back. And from the top of the hips, front and back of your legs, all the way down to the sole of the feet. Allow your legs to soften and to relax towards the floor. Now please direct your attention to your middle back, upper spine, muscles in between your rib cage, muscles surrounding the spine all the way up to your shoulder blades, releasing the entire length of the back towards the floor. Now allow the abdominal muscles, the muscles in between the rib cage, relaxing your heart, softening the chest muscles, and allowing all the internal organs to relax and release. And from the collarbones, front and back of the torso, front and back of the hips, front and back of both legs down to the sole of the feet, you're allowing the body to soften and to release. Now bring the attention to both shoulders, front and back, upper arms, elbows, forearms, both wrists, top of your hands, palms of your hands, and all your fingers. And from the top of the shoulders towards the fingertips, from top of the shoulder, front and back of the entire length of the body, down to the sole of the feet, you are relaxing and releasing towards the floor. Now your throat feels open and relaxed, and so are the muscles of your neck connecting with the base of the skull. Soften your jaw, relax the chin. Allow your tongue to sink down to the base of the mouth as you relax your teeth and the inner wall of your mouth. Your lips are partially open. Your upper lip is relaxed. Release your nose, your cheekbones, temples, and both ears. Now allow your eyeballs to sink down to your eye sockets as you soften the eyelids, eyebrows, in between your eyebrows, your forehead, and lastly the crown of the head. And from the top of your head all the way down to the sole of your feet, your entire body is feeling heavy and light at the same time. You are letting go. You are surrendering into a deep, deep and sweet rest. Very slowly, please begin to deepen the breath. Slowly bring the awareness back to the body as you gently rock the head from side to side, deepening the breath, wiggling toes and fingers, ankles and feet, toes of your feet. And with the next deep inhale, bring the arms overhead and point your toes and grow taller. Create a space in between each vertebrae. Take a nice deep inhalation here and flex both knees and hug yourself as you roll over to your right side in fetal position. And the head comes last. Let's all sit together with the spine upright, shoulders soft, and so are the muscles of your face, eyes closed. And let's go back to the deep breathing we created at the beginning of the practice. Perhaps Ujjayi breathing. And we're going to do our best to soften and to release the inhales more the exhales, calming the nervous system down. The attention goes back to a regular breathing pattern. We'll let go the lengthening of the breath, but as we watch the breath move naturally, let's take the time to observe and to experience how the mind feels. We slow the breath down earlier. The mind tends to be more quiet and calm. And take the moment to notice how your body feels. And take the time to be grateful to yourself for this hour of self-care and self-love for the body, the heart, and the mind. And as we bring the hands together to Anjali Mudra close to our heart, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we're asking here for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. Peace in our hearts and our minds. Peace as we interact in our daily lives with other people. And asking for a peace, peace, and more perfect peace for our entire planet. All the countries, our community. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you.